Let me just start out by saying this. I do believe the big three wideouts in this upcoming draft are super solid. Lamb, Ruggs, and Judy are all great options for the Raiders to take with the 12th or maybe even the 19th pick. I also think Mike Mayock and John Gruden are looking for Derek Carr's next #1 wideout. However, I'm fairly confident that the person that they will take to fill that void will not be in the first round, and there's a lot of evidence to prove this. Mike Mayock said something before the Combine that really stuck with me. He was quoted as saying they were anywhere between 20 to 25 first-round graded wideouts in this year's draft.
Last 5 years for wide receivers to go in the first 3 rounds of the draft is about 12. It's between 12 and 13 a year. Okay, you can easily make an argument from a grade perspective that there are 20 to 25 of those guys out there this year.
For the people in the back, that means there are just a lot of good playmakers in this year's draft. Also, if you need to be reminded, we don't have a second-round pick, and you can thank Khalil Mack and the Chicago Bears for that. We also learned a couple things from last year's draft. The first thing being the Raiders have no problem taking the guy they want,
Cleveland Farrell,
whenever they want him.
with the 4th pick.
And for the record, I do believe in Farrell, but that's a whole nother video. We also know that Mayock and Gruden seem to have a knack for finding great players later in the draft. So how do I take all this information and create the narrative that we aren't taking a wideout in the first round? Well, I do it like this. Gruden and Mayock want as many picks as possible, that's for sure. They drafted our best wideout last year in the 5th round and are now in need of another cornerback. You see, Eli Apple is the smoking gun here. Since he walked away, or since the Raiders walked away from him, doesn't really matter. We need another cornerback to play opposite of Mullen. I am willing to bet that the Raiders will trade back from 12 to acquire more draft capital, most likely a second-rounder. They'll go after a cornerback with their new later first-round pick, hoping that one of the big three falls to 19. If one of the big three doesn't, which is likely, we'll go defense again to lock that side of the ball up. Then with our newly acquired second-round pick, we take that #1 wideout. The path is clear, and the path is easy. And this seems not only like the best option for the Raiders, but one that Mike Mayock and John Gruden want to take. I mean, maybe I'm just overthinking it, or maybe everybody else is underthinking it. Either way, in Mayock we trust. By the way, I recorded this on April 5th, and April 6th, I'm going to put the picture up for you right here. Bleacher Report is reporting that the Raiders are one of the teams that are possibly looking to trade down in the draft to get a second-round pick. You could take my word for it that I wrote this script before I saw that, which means that it's probably going to happen. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really appreciating all the support I'm getting for all the videos. The new Madden franchise should be coming up tonight or tomorrow. And more videos like this to come, more highlight videos. Can't wait for this virtual draft. Can't wait to see what it's like. And as always, please be sure to subscribe. It is free after all. And just win, baby.